everyone. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Education. Today we have Mr. Sahil Jindal, the treasurer from GRGI Groups. Firstly, sir, a very warm welcome from College Dunia team and Shubhangi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, I would just like to say that would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers?
So, hi everyone. My name is Sahil Jindal and I am the treasurer of Global Research Group of Institutions, Yamuna Nagar. So, we are two institutes here, which is engineering and pharmacy. And I am the treasurer of the institutes. As I told you, I am the treasurer of the group. I have done my MBA from SIBM Pune and I am a BBA holder as well. And right now I am doing everything which I can to take the group to the top.
Wow, sir, that was a brief introduction, and I hope our viewers actually got the point. Since you have recently joined this institute, and I think this is one of the leadership position you're handling, what are some of the things that you worked over here, and what is your vision about the institute?
So, ma'am, this is the recent joining, since I have recently joined the Educational Institute, I can definitely say that I have a different set of mind than most of the people which usually join the institutes because they have been rigged in the old set how they were working earlier and how they were working in the previous institute, and they usually try to get the new institute work the way the old institute was working, which is not the way with me. So I can do many more experiments which the other people with more experience might not be able to do. And apart from that, the institute which I am handling are two technical education institutes. One is pharmacy and one is engineering. Both have a very, very good scope of development because right now India is developing in all the technical fields. As pharmacy, because of COVID, it has seen a very high boom, and it was on a boom earlier as well, but COVID has increased it many folds. And engineering is everybody knows that everything right now is developing with IT. Not only with IT, even with mechanical and civil engineering as well. You can even take the example of culinary. Many people are thinking that now the cakes, which is a very basic thing, will be produced by machines, completely by machines, and that will be a regular thing, not in the high-end cities or not in the metros. It will be there in small cities as well. So engineering has a very high demand coming up, and so my vision here is to get my students. So my vision here is to get my students adapt to those upcoming fields and upcoming demands so that they can make the most out of it.
Yeah, sir, that is a great vision, and we just hope that you achieve through it. The next question will be, sir, what are some of the key decisions and especially new initiatives that you have took so that the students can grow? Because I also know that this college is on a different arena and it is situated on the rural part of India, probably. So that the students that are coming have a very different ecosystem. So, what are some of the initiatives that you took when you once came as a treasurer of the institute?
So, ma'am, the thing which you just mentioned, that we are situated in the rural part of the India, it is not exactly the rural part. It is, I'll say, it is a cleaner environment of India, and we are very near to the city as well. The thing is that we are away from the hustle and bustle and near the city premises, so it gives us a very good edge. And moreover, we have students coming from every background of the country, so that enables students to get a very, very good overview of how the economy works and what thinking of the people is there. And students, as they're coming from every background and all over the country, I think it is a very good mix for the students here. And the thing for when you say that what were my initiatives from the when you ask what were my initiatives, what things I did in the college, so I have actually developed the teaching style of the institutes. As the institute before me, we were basically working on the age-old form of teaching, which was just blackboard teaching, and teachers they weren't using many multimedia tools, and the process of working of the people in the institute as well was very old style. So now we are going towards paperless working, and the institute is trying to make and has made most of the classes multimedia, so students can get a very much better understanding here. After that, we have developed many course cycles for the students, which should be followed or from start to beginning, which helps the student, which helps the institute as well organize many more things. Because when you are organized, you can you can have many more activities than when you're thinking, "Ki, what can we do next or what." So we have that cycle, and that is being developed every year. So that makes the student life cycle very much better.
Exactly.
Apart from that, ma'am, we have started the TPO. We have the TPO cell, and the TPO cell has been very vigorous now. Is very vigorous in our institute. We are training the students for their placements from the first year itself, so that the student, if he is coming from a rural background as well, he has a good chance to be placed in an MNC, and he has a very good. He gets a very good future for that matter.
True. That was really nice, sir. Again, sir, I would like to ask you, what are some of the challenges that you face as one of the higher authority of your college? Because I know there are a lot of problems, especially a student will be asking some of their problems. But as a part of your institute higher management, what are some of the key challenges that you particularly face?
Ma'am, being a new entrant, there are always challenges in any field you see. There must be challenges when you join the college junior team. There must be challenges there. So there are challenges everywhere when you are a new entrant. And apart from that, when you have to do something, there are always doubts in the people in the other people, because they have been working with the age old style. And when you say no, that is not how things work now, and you should do like this, so many people were skeptical that should we do this, and it's a big risk because it involves lakhs of rupees, it involves that, involves this. There are many problems, but when you are working and when you prove your mettle, and when the situation of the institute develops, it becomes better. So that is a very good feeling. So challenges are always accepted by us, because that's what makes you better, and that is what is good for students as well, as this increases your self-confidence too much when you achieve these things.
Nice, sir. And what are some of the major recruiters that come to your college for the placement season?
Right now, we have many recruiters which come to our institutes. So as the COVID is going on, we are trying to get most of our placements via online means. From basic test till the final interview, everything is being done online in the institute itself. And the students are then asked to go to the place where they work. They may be working at their home, or they may be working in the industry. That is according to the companies. And the major companies which come are like TCS, there is ACOMS, there are BK Print Pack, and UKV Electricals. Like the companies which are developing, and the companies which have developed in a very big manner. There are all sorts of companies which are coming here, and the students which are getting placed are getting the profiles which they require. This is a very interesting point actually. The students are actually getting the profiles which they want, instead of in which industry the colleges and can push them, because that is the basic trend, that the college will push a student that you have been placed and you have to join this. The institute won't help you. But instead we are helping the students to join any field which is actually of their interest, not what we are pushing them. So a student from engineering was recently placed in a publishing company as well, because he had a very keen interest in publishing and in uh, what do you say, in content
Media.
making.
Content
Yeah,
writing.
in media. So
Nice.
he's very happy with his job, and he recommends this our college to everyone.
Nice. That's how you have network effect and all that we have learned. So yeah,
Exactly, man.
we are almost towards the end of the interview. I just wanted to ask if you have any message for the current youth of India.
So, ma'am, current youth of India, I'll actually say that the COVID times are going to end, and we should be not just stuck to our closed group, concubine, which we have created now, because this is not how the world will work. You have to get out now, and moreover, the our India is actually developing at a very high pace. So you should make yourself adjusting, or you should make yourself, what is the better word, you should develop yourself so that you can match the pace of the development currently happening. The positions which you're seeing right now, the people which you're seeing right now may be completely automated in the next 5 years. So you should be prepared for that and look for what is going to happen in 5 years or 10 years and work for that right now. Then only you have a very good scope. If you do that, there will be nothing stopping you.
That was nice. It was an amazing interaction with you, Sahil sir. We hope that you also like the interview and we'll have more of such kind of news in future also.
Thank you, ma'am.